How about right now, JB? That's pretty good. I was actually trying to do something behind the scenes so that we didn't have an issue today. And I just found something out. Well, I think everybody just found it out in the chat. So I'm trying to rectify it. I may seem a little discombobulated for 2 seconds. That's why I was a little bit late, but I'm trying to do something on my phone. But you guys talk amongst one another. That's what we do best, folks. And I may have to get Jesse to do it because it's not looking like I'm able to. No, can't do it from my phone. I thought I could. Wait now. No. That's all right. If we have any issues. Anybody has any issues that they get removed today, please text me, send me a Instagram message immediately, and I will end the live and deal with what I got to deal with. Okay? That's the best I can do right now. So good morning. Welcome to Procrastination Thursday, where everybody procrastinates. And JB, remember I said I was going to fall asleep? I get up at 9:30 this morning. I done gone falling myself asleep. So I'll give you a call later on whenever I'm doing. I got 2 jobs that I got to get done today because this boy's not going to be home this weekend. He's going to meet some amazing folks. I'm pouting because no, I put it on for 12 today, Jesse. I'm not going early. It's 3 minutes, man. It went click and it was 12:01. You're late. Wait, where's the camera? You're late. Don't be going giving me crap. I'm gonna name your first rooster after me. Just wait till we talk about that. We'll see what Tigger has to say about that. I have been procrastinating. Only thing I've done all morning is made 2 cups of coffee, a slice of bread, put a slice of bread in the toaster, and had peanut butter and homemade brown sugar. Num, 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 num. And I went, oh, JB, don't you worry, girl. I got your back. And I don't care. I'm just like a duck rolls off my back. I'm not out to impress anybody. This is me. Take me, leave me. Yeah, as long as I got my cows. And everybody, he wants to call me a rooster. There's Jesse. He's the white peckered cow. Anyway, there's videos on that. Go back through. You'll meet Jesse. You'll see his what stands out the most on him. Hey Scott, we were at the Texas Speed. Oh, don't you to the moon, Alice. That's one of my bucket list. thing is to get. I've been a NASCAR fanatic. Oh, I had music going, Jesse. I had the Alaska. I had the Alaska scenery with music going. Oh, and so do I, JB. But nothing makes me more angry than, anyways. We'll just keep that between us. What is it, Walter? Wasn't it, Jesse? This is going back to your days. Wasn't it Walter Cronkite that said, and there's more to this story? Something like that. I don't know. I'm not nearly as old as Johnny or Jesse. Seems like the J's are older than the S's. Just putting that out there, folks, except for JB. Let me back up. Oh, I just about got myself in trouble, folks. Absolutely, JB. Anyways, let's change the subject. Let's have a good day. First of all, how are you feeling? A little white birdie might have called me and told me that you took a hell of a tumble yesterday. I need to know you're okay. You're 18 hours away. And why are you not going to get that looked at? And if you can't drive, you text me and I will have somebody there that can get you to a hospital. I mean it. Okay, well, I know you're kind of in a stuck, but Sam can hold down the fort for a couple hours. And if not, to the moon, Alice. Anyways, our cabin in the woods, what's the temperature up here today? It is a balmy 64. Hence the hoodie. Hence the shirt. Now I haven't called this channel out in a bit, so really I should give a shout out to LG Homestead is today's shout out on Procrastination Thursday, and you know why, folks? It was sitting at the top of the pile, so I didn't have to work to get it. I procrastinated. No. Well, okay. Have you at least got Advil? Ninja moves. Have you at least got Advil Tylenol to get you through till tomorrow? And maybe it's soon time that we start using a cane or put up another set of railing on your veranda. I'll just leave that there. It's yeah, JB, it's your color. Or yeah, close. So, pierogi. And that's what's got to run today. I have to run JB's. I still have more cups in the queue, but I'm having a hard time communicating with a certain individual. And then I told him to send me a new logo. He did. Doesn't have his name on it. I can't make logos, folks. I can only make them look pretty. Johnny, Christine, your mugs, your package should be, it's across the border already the last time I saw it. I'll send you the tracking information later. But anyways, before I get way out of sight, we've got Marie, Aoki Homestead, D. D's always playing with her wood. And we got Jerry, who is going to be conversing with our security guard, or our assistant security guard. I guess I didn't get the memo that Terry's been upgraded to our security detail, and Mike has been demoted to assistant. Hey, I'm only the captain. Anyways, we got Pierogi, JB, Canadian Family Life, Tiffany. Ooh, boy, we're going through here. There's a lot of people lurking. Gillum Farms, Johnny's in the house. We got Jesse, Grace and Fire. Did you say coffee? Absolutely. That's one thing you'll learn about me. Don't talk to me in the morning until I have my coffee. And Tony and Ange are at the Speedway. I am Jelly. Truly am. There's I've drove by it before. Yeah. I've driven by, so there's 3-4 of them that I want to go to. Texas, Georgia, the one just outside, just south of Atlanta, Poconos, and the one right near Vermont. It's a pretty hilly course. Those are the ones I want to go to. So we'll just have to see. But anyways, Tony, hopefully your leg is doing better than the other night. And I will send you some cooler air for the weekend. The Bud Files, welcome. Uh-oh. Johnny, you've been in your mailbox lately. You got to specify which one, Jesse. The one at the end of his laneway or the one in town? And who else we got? We got Ronald Duke and Black. Mm-hmm. Got his stickers last week. Mm-hmm. Who else? I thought I saw Rebecca. There she is. I passed over. I don't know why. So I'm just trying to find. I still have all my mail on the dining room table, but that's what I got from Rebecca: a washcloth and a pot holder. So thank you, Rebecca. Much appreciated. I appreciate that, Johnny. She would never accept it. But anyways. All right. What else was I going to say? Oh, so last week at this time, I wasn't even sure what was going to happen this weekend. And then I announced yesterday that I'm going on a road trip to see my eldest sister, Miss Doubtfire, Mama, and Aunt Lynn. Now, Aunt Lynn's got a little something going on, but hopefully she is feeling a lot better and she can come. Sir Grace, if you've been, I know Sir Grace is sitting in the background. He's lurking. But I guarantee you, if I go to do a giveaway, he ain't going to lurk no more. Just saying. And oh, beg to differ. Work won't let me procrastinate. Well, Heather, then it's time for a new job. Or just shoot me a message and I'll call your boss. Say, hey, whoa, Thursday afternoons, we don't do any work. You get more work out of the folks if you let them procrastinate Thursday afternoon. True story. Other than that, I'm off to upstate New York for the weekend to see, obviously, Sir Grace. Or no, Sir Grace cannot come. Glenda, her mom, and her aunt. And I don't care how much the exchange rate is. I'm ready. I was saying to Glenda last night, our dollar, I went to flip some money over yesterday. $1.37 per US dollar. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So for every dollar I spend in the US, it's cost me $1.37. But again, don't care. I am going to have well, he's chicka setting, and he's a hardworking man. And I got you a couple pieces of wood, Sir Grace. I was told that I'm not allowed to bring that many. Number one, if I get caught at the border. But I got you a very dried out piece of oak. I think you can cut into 2 different bowls. And the reason why, Good Eats Homestead, howdy, howdy, howdy. Yeah, well, you know what, Jesse, in 2011, it was the opposite way. It cost you guys $1.10 for every Canadian dollar until Sparkle Socks got in. And, well, he's just killed the country. But that's a whole other rabbit hole that we're not going to go down today. Nope. So I've got to finish cutting the grass. Kyle started this morning, but we had such a dew last night. It was like it poured rain. So unfortunately, he had to go finish writing his essay or something for his class tomorrow. Hey, Johnny. And yeah. G'day, Charles. Hopefully you're feeling better, bud. You haven't had the easiest of times lately, but got you in my prayers. Yeah, like most people don't even concern themselves with the exchange rate, but because I'm across so often, it's part of my life. So usually credit cards give you the best exchange. Banks, like if you look at the ticker tape right now, I think we're only like $1.33, but for the bank to make money, they charge you 6% or something. So, well, keep you in my prayers, sir. And hopefully... Oh, I heard myself. I guess I must have... My phone must have went over to my live. All right, guys, we have 20 people in the house and only 13 likes. We got to have a chat. I know it's Procrastination Thursday, but the least you can do is hit that like button. Just saying. Sorry, was procrastinating. Oh boy. I would expect no less, Sir Grace. No less. And if your boss gives you any issue, let me know. I'll tune her up this weekend. I'll let her know. Sir Grace is royalty. Leave him alone. True story. I'm procrastinating to the end to see if I like it or not. Well then. See, I'm actually keeping up with the chat today too. It's a good day, folks. I got my phone going. I got the chat going here. All the stuff. Well, I should have taken out that merch thing. I can't do it now. The only one that can do it is Jesse to come in through the back and edit it. And Lord only knows what we're going to see if he does that. He thought he would get me. It was one of the Friday nights. I had the ticker running. And then he switched it over to Jesse is the best. I deleted it quick. G'day, Sean. What's going on, brother? I'm lurking until Mike gets here. Well, Mike should be there in like 7 to 10 minutes. Johnny, you fell too? What the hell? Good Lord, man. Jesse, we can't go to Oklahoma. We're going to end up falling. Our flip-flop farmer fallen state. Wow. Try to spit that out quick. Not on Procrastination Thursday. So I'm hoping that I will be down with Mrs. Doubtfire and the rest of the family by the time I go live tomorrow night. I will keep Jen and Brenda updated. If I'm going to make it or not. Actually, I'm probably going to go live the whole trip. I don't know what time I'm going to leave, but I do have to shut it down going across this border. They don't play nice at this border. It's a big one. Not like my little border that I go across that, you know, one of the guys, his wife's from the town where I live. Does it involve stitches, Johnny? Or better yet, staples? Or let me add, did you get it on video? That could go viral. Well, that's the issue, Tony, is whenever you get older, you start falling and you start breaking bones too. I think I jammed my arm while driving down to. How the hell did you jam your arm driving? Just a question. Do you have another link for the cruise video? It's not working on my end. Jesse and I went over it, and it seemed. Which one are you using? The one in the chat? Somebody wants to type in cruise. It should come up with all the proper information. Because Jesse and I went over it, and everybody's tried it. So just somebody type in cruise, it'll come up, and that information should be. Now, if you're looking for a video, then Jesse will drop the video that we had an interview with Terry. Because that is our Facebook link. So if you don't have Facebook, it won't work. Hey, Melody, Ryan, how are you guys? You guys still in the respirator? Or is the smoke clearing? Hopefully, goodness gracious, hopefully it's starting to. I think they said that. All right, Christine. I think they said that most of the fires are out in Quebec, which is good for us. Oh, so now we're going to blame it on Sean. Okay. No smoke at all today or yesterday. Oh, that is amazing. Amazing. So yeah, I can't wait to get myself down to upstate New York and get to meet 3 amazing ladies. We're going to have ourselves a lot of fun. I just have to double check on the hotels because there's one that is extremely, like, crazy expensive. And then there's one that's about $80 cheaper. So I said, what's wrong with the $80 cheaper one? So I'm still waiting to hear back. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. And then I'm home for next week. And then the following week, I go down and meet Tony and Joni. Don't worry, Jesse, I'm not rubbing it in. I would never do that. Whereabouts in the world are you, Randy? You still sitting down below a Great Dane, or did they release any trailers? Yeah, I am very blessed that I'm kind of able to get down there and to meet the 3 amazing ladies. We're gonna have we'll have some fun. I'm still here just listening. Aren't you supposed to be at an appointment? And how is Sir Grace supposed to interact and let us know everything. Whatever you're still lurking. He can't talk freely with you lurking. Don't worry, Sir Grace. We'll get you looked after. Oh my God, Rand, are they at least paying you downtime? That's crazy. Hey, Jeffrey. Yeah, that's really crazy. That you so it's just hit and miss. Well, at least I think it was at a truck stop you were at. So hopefully you can at least have a shower and oh it just came it just came through it just came through now. I'm not worried. Mrs. Doubtfire always takes good care of me. Oh, then obviously she's sitting in the same room. We understand, Sir Grace. We got it. Just give me one sec here, guys. I just have to. I just got a message. I just want to make sure that there's no funny stuff happening behind the scenes. That D should be in here. Yeah. Hello, D. All you got to do is call her. Yeah, I unfortunately Jeffrey SmackDown wasn't part of my my procrastination today. So, but I appreciate you bringing that up. Yeah, blink if you need help. There's kind of an issue. Hey, Cora. Now, somebody said, "Hey, Bill, what's going on, brother?" Somebody said hello to Paul. Is Sir Paul? Oh, there's Sir Paul. G'day, Sir Paul. Hopefully you're doing well, sir. The only man I know that lives in England and operates off of Canadian and American time. Man, oh man. What else is going on? Actually, that's pretty much been my week in a nutshell. I'm trying to put together. I have two more remaining uh, things to put together, and then I'm hoping to get that done early enough today that I can make Sir Grace a shirt. I'm not worried about the three ladies. It's Sir Grace's booby prize for chicken sitting. Just saying. We must be having internet issues because it does not seem to want to play nice right now. But yet, this is running fine. I'm running full. That's weird. Oh, there we go. Um, ba, 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 ba. Johnny, you need to get in touch with Tim over at Ridge Life and show him how to do dessert. Okay, thanks, Jesse. It just seemed to be lagging on my phone, so it should be good because it's just me and the dogs home. Yes, folks, I'm left unattended again. That's going to go on a t-shirt one day. Don't leave me unsupervised. Just saying. So I'm going to drop a teaser for next Friday. You're not going to want to miss prime time. We are going to have, I'm not watching the phone. I sent the link to somebody. Just saying. You can come in through the back door. This other person can't. All right, Charles. Actually, my phone is quicker than the chat here. Carlene, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Are you going to make a shirt with Jeff? I can make you a cup with Jesse the calf on it. Actually, I've got a better picture, but I just can't put it up on StreamYard because I always seem to get demonetized on Thursdays, and I don't know why. Because normally we go off the rails a lot worse Saturday nights. And I can't remember a Thursday that I haven't had to JB, he emailed me, but there's nothing there. It said mindset or this is what he emailed me. Hang on. If he wants me to print it, I'll print it. But it looks like donkey turds. Stand by. JB, that's what I got from him. If he wants me to print it, I'll print it. But I don't think he wants that printed now, does he? I don't get it. That's all I got. So tell Maddie to come and rewind it to 104.12. Or pop in and say good day. But I could go with it. But that's not his logo. It seems like it went through the vortex before it got to me. So I don't know. Oh, Paul, she doesn't even try to explain what goes on up here. I haven't met a shrink yet that could tell me what's going on up there. Pretty much like you. Jamie's Country Living. Howdy, howdy, howdy. So I know Jesse and I touched on this yesterday on the Ann Lynn show. And if you haven't seen that, go on back and have a watch at it this afternoon. But a lot of folks are under the mindset that they have to pay the trip in full whenever they book. You do not. You could make $20 payments every week, or you could make a payment once a month, whatever. You have 700 and some odd days to pay for the trip. April 26th or 25th, 2025. And so as long as you have your down payment, it reserves your spot, and your trip won't go any higher. It will only go lower or stay the same. And I'm monitoring it all the time. And yeah, if there's any changes, Terry and I will fix it. He thinks the price is going to start rising, especially whenever I believe there's only 2 more weeks left in the Alaska cruising season. And then they pull all those ships down and they run the Caribbean or Hawaii all winter. So, and then they start back the middle of May, I believe. So technically we're only 1 3/4 cruise seasons away from traveling. I just can't, I just don't want anybody to come to me whenever, 2 months away from the cruise and go, well, how come it's so much? Well, it's because you didn't put your down payment in. It's not like Jesse and I have not at least brought it up once a week. And the reason why we do that is because people, there's different folks on mine than there is on Jesse's. Yes, we have primarily the same folks, but there is different people that watch our channels. So, and with Jerry, Johnny, Linda, Lila, everybody mentioning it in other chats, people should be up to date. I just don't want somebody coming back and saying, well, I got to pay an extra $1,000. I don't want to go now. There's nothing we can do. It's $125 is the down payment we've negotiated. Right now, you can only call Terry, or you will have to pay the full down payment. We were able to negotiate a lower down payment to get everybody signed up. So if you don't call Terry, that's under my chin, there's nothing we can do. Well, Paul, there's a lot of folks that, we're hearing, we're getting told that all these folks want to go, but they just don't want to sign up yet. Well, they could be throwing away hundreds of dollars. And like Lee, myself, even Tony and Joni for their spending money, and and all that good stuff. We got to deal with $137. So right now, my cruise is costing me $8,300 Canadian. It's a kick in the pants, but you know what? got to do what you got to do. You want to pay, you got to play. Or if you want to play, you got to pay, whatever. I just don't want to see folks, hopefully the dollar will come back because we do have an election next year. If Sparkle Socks gets back in, I'm coming down south. Anybody got a room for a disabled Canadian? It must be warm. So I'm thinking the Mississippi South. And I'm not opposed to Mexico or a Caribbean island. Just saying. Yes, absolutely, Tony. If the price goes down, your price goes down. And at least once a day, Jesse or I are on NCL. Actually, everybody should have. Yeah. It used to be Oklahoma was the YouTube state. They all moved to Arkansas. Sorry, guys, I have to. So, yeah. Wouldn't you like to know, Paul? Johnny, look at your phone. But yeah, YouTubers are crawling over themselves to go to Arkansas. And I don't understand why. They get snow too. Plus, don't they get like absolutely, Bill. Thanks. I got that in 2011 at Disney World. TTFN. That's Tigger's mine and Debbie got Eeyore. And I'm actually quite surprised that those cups, we paid a fortune for them, but you know what? They really haven't faded. I think Tigger's hit the ground at least twice. Okay, Christine. Just so I'm on the right wavelength. I don't understand why either. I'm sure it's pretty. Beautiful. But I don't know. I was thinking that too, JB, but I didn't want to jump down that rabbit hole. Tigger's my favorite, and that's why you're my sister. Heffalumps weasels. Absolutely, Sir Grace. Yes, sir. Oh, hey, Debbie and I went to Disney World for our honeymoon. We had a freaking blast. We went for 8 days, 10 days. I don't know. We were right on site. We'd go early in the morning, get all the rides that we wanted to do, and we go back. We'd have a nap. Then we go back to the park, come back or go out for dinner because we had the dining package. And if you wanted to return early and just swim around the pool, that was cool. Or if you wanted to go watch the fireworks, you went and watched the fireworks. Yeah, we had a blast. Absolutely had a blast. But unfortunately now it's they have to pick up their game. Even in 2011, whenever my kids were there, they were bored. because what was animated whenever we were kids of today are going, oh, that's boring. Hi, mister. What did you do?
Well, oh gosh, I'm trying to get this to. I hate this thing. Dealing with I'm loading a video on my computer, so an iPad to do this.
Okay.
And I can't even see the chat, so that means I need to get something else going here.
Well, anything that says hello to you, I can.
Yeah, I got a way of doing it here. Let me see if I can get to it. So, how is everybody?
Everybody seems to be in a very talkative mood today.
In a very talkative mood today.
Yeah. Hey, Des.
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my phone, since I can't see the chat on my iPad, I'm trying to get my phone up here so I can at least see the chat in that.
Not even did your wife say hello, Johnny?
She did earlier.
Oh, there we go.
Hi, Jamie. So let me get this going here. So there's a picture of your dog looking out the window. Hi, Peaceful Des.
Yeah, right, he's watching. He's tall enough now that Hank gets up at the sink, and he can watch the horses and the cows in the backyard.
That's awesome.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It means I can't put dishes in there because he cleans them.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
He's entertained and fed at the same time. It's all good.
Yeah, but you're forgetting he's only got 30% of his bladder left. So if he doesn't eat his $300 food,
well, throw his $300 food in the sink.
Yeah, exactly. The dog's gonna kill me. Yeah. A lot of people say it's my wife. She's high maintenance. Spends so much money. It's not mine. Mine won't even accept flowers. It's the dog.
So
what did you do?
What I do? You talking about falling?
Yes.
Oh, I fell a couple of times the other day. One of them was on video. You'll have to watch it. It's coming up. I'm loading it right now. I am not injured, so I'm good.
Okay. All right. As long as you're not.
You know, every time I get on one of your lives, my eyes go to the allergies. Just crazy. I don't know what it is.
It's hay fever. it's hay fever in Canada.
Must be.
Welcome to Canada. I suffer hard for the next month and a half.
Yeah. But
hey.
So you're going to see Glenda?
Mama just put down her foot.
Uh-oh. Don't spill the beans, farmer. Yeah.
Well, he did fall, Christine. He could have spelt the beans, but we're not going to say anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. I am going to see Glenda and her mom and her aunt.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to try to be over for 48 hours so I can bring some stuff back, because I'm told that I'm going to an antique hunter's dream area.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Apparently there's like antiques and thrift stores, and yeah, I was told to bring my running shoes.
So it's just like Arkansas and Oklahoma.
Pretty much. In upstate New York with more taxes.
They probably got good stuff up there. Down here we got junk.
Well, I don't know. I'll more than likely go live, and I'll have to check. I'll have to check the shipping measurements for folks saying, "Oh, I ain't got one of them. I want one of them."
Absolutely. Absolutely. So so how long will it take you to get there?
5 hours and 19 minutes if I do the speed limit.
Okay.
So I'll be there in about 4.5 hours.
So okay. Great. That's about as well. I think it's going to take us 4 hours to get down to Pinecone Fest, and we're looking
Okay.
at that. Jerry's asking how much rain we're getting. Jerry, it started raining and then it stopped. So we have gotten over the last 2 or 3 days, we've gotten 1/2 inch where the cattle are. And that's what I gauge everything off of. It's where the cattle are. Right here, we got 1.5 inches here at the house, 30 miles away, 1/2 inch. So,
Christine, pack your bag. I'll give you the hotel that I'm staying at, and you can grab Johnny's credit card and come on.
she's talking about going to New York next year for some reason.
New York, like New York City?
No, like Syracuse.
Oh my God. Well,
that area.
I've tried now 2 summers in a row to try to do like a meetup just a little lower than Syracuse so that we can pull from, different areas. And I have mostly Canadians that are going to go down. And I'm like, well, if that's going to be the issue, then we'll stay on this side of the border.
Yeah. So $1.37. $1.37 exchange rate. Wow. So that means that antique blender or toaster that you're going to buy is going to, it's going to be an expensive toaster, dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, and that's like, my son doesn't ask for anything, even for Christmas. He puts off his mother, and he came up early with an idea. She's like, well, why don't you look in the States? And I'm like, because I'm going to pay almost double down there right now.
Yeah.
So one of the hotels that I was looking at said it was $110 a night. Whenever I converted that to Canadian, it was $269. I'm like, and this is like nothing to write home about. But it is what it is.
Yeah. I'll try
the way
not
I look at it.
I have my theory, but I'll try not to get you demonetized today.
It don't matter. Hey guys, Johnny's up here. I need help. Randy.
Yeah.
Oh gracious. Nah, actually they gave them all back to me.
Yeah. I had that one, and all I can figure is we were talking about hunting or something like that. And, that's just like right now.
But I don't get it. Like, I just watched a video last night of a guy chopping the head off a snake, skinning it, frying it. And I know darn tootin' he's not going to get demonetized.
Yeah, but where was he at? He wasn't in Canada doing that. Right?
No.
Okay. So maybe I'm telling you, I think there's something about that border. I think there's.
I'm telling you right now, there is.
I think YouTube is different for Canada than it is for.
Well, it is
for here,
because Sparkle Socks wants to
Randy.
Yeah, I've already said sparkle socks. I'm already demonetized. We might as well just start the music. Yeah, no. Sparkle Socks is as he wants to run what we see. And there's been such a backlash up here that it's not even funny. They have all the US news blocked into Canada. He wants to shut down TikTok, YouTube. I can only all my video. You'd never be able to see my videos. He wants to shut all that down. Well, the petitions that I've signed lately and the phone calls that I know I've done and several others have done, like it's like, hello, my friend, we know who your father is. If you want to go back and run his country, go ahead, but leave Canada alone. But it just, it like screw it. The monetization's gone now. So. Yeah, I just gotta watch because they may not let me cross the border tomorrow. He's more than a big D. He's Sparkle Socks. He's a drama teacher who got fired from drama teaching because he's so stupid. But they put him in charge of running a country. Yes, I said that.
Well,
So, Secret Service, go somewhere else.
Yeah. And the sad thing about it is you almost can't come south and get away from it either. It's getting, it's a little bit different, but
Well, and it is. It truly is.
It's that pesky Constitution that that really.
So whenever he got elected, everybody was like, "How are you going to control the budget? The budget will fix itself." Huh? I never heard something so stupid in my life. But he got elected.
The budget will fix
everybody.
it.
Well, I didn't vote for him. Well, then how the hell did he get in there? Because I sure as hell didn't.
That's the same thing here. You go around and you ask people who they, and you will not find anybody who voted a certain way. You won't find a flag in a yard that has a certain name on it. You won't find a sign in the yard that has a certain name on it. You won't
unless you're
down the road with a certain name on it.
Unless you're in an urban city, they tend to, like, even in Ogdensburg, it's about 50-50 Trump the Biden sign on the front porches. And like, we've got Sparkle Socks who's sinking the country. We have the other guy that wants to take away women's rights and everything else. Well, hello. I've got a wife and 2 daughters. You lost me there. And then you got another guy who wants to shove a union and make a living wage at $26 an hour. So some kid flipping burgers is going to be making $26 an hour. You gone and lost your marbles. Who the hell do you vote for? Oh man. Honestly, I'm so disgusted that, if yes, I want to have grandkids, but if, my oldest, she's already said, Dad, I'm not bringing a kid into this contraption of a world. And it sucks, but I don't blame her. Like, just seeing what's happening around here.
Yeah.
And
were you for serious about if the election goes a certain way that you guys are heading south?
no, I'd love to, but Debbie won't move.
I
would.
I
I
was
wouldn't hurt me.
I was wondering. I was going to say it's warm. It's warm down here, Scott.
Oh, I know it is. I know it is. Oh no, I've got. I've already been told I have more than one spot to go. But it just, man, it just. No, Paul. It's not. It's the Cuban dictator.
Yeah,
Castro looks like his father.
yeah.
And if you pull up a picture to picture, oh, the DNA flows.
Yeah, put those two together and it's like,
Yeah. And they've always, even his mother never said that it wasn't.
yeah.
Right there, that says a lot and enough for me.
Yeah.
But it not to change the subject, but why would my mouse not work on my iMac right now? It's fully charged.
When in doubt,
Johnny dropped it?
Nah, she'll need to shut it down and boot it back up. It's what always happens. I mean, it's
good old Mac.
99.9% of the time reboot.
Yeah. Des, mine's 20, gonna be 25, 23, and 21. Now, Kyle and Brooke both want to have kids, but Mackenzie's like,
Uh-oh.
What?
No, I was going to say that's a shame.
Oh, I know.
Because everything's based on having a working class that's actually for lack of better words, the taxes and things like that in order to continue the country and stuff like that. But if there's nobody coming in, everybody's going out. And whenever I say going out, I mean aging out.
Yeah. Well,
China's
look at what the pandemic did to society.
Situation right now.
Like pandemic, how many, there up here, it was hard to find a job before the pandemic. Now you can, I don't care what you do. If you want to make widgets or be a gynecologist, there's job openings.
Yeah.
Like because everybody that was close to retirement left.
Yep.
Said, hey, if this is what's going to be of the world, we're out. And they retired.
All right.
Now there's so many job openings that, and I'm even seeing it downstairs with the merch. I'm on shortage all the time because the stuff's stuck on ships coming across the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's, Mackenzie's car is in the middle of the Pacific somewhere. We don't know.
Yeah. They've got that auto workers strike going on, union and all that.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect where her car came from.
I know.
Because the tracks and the, is it the Highland? No, not the Trailblazers. Mm-hmm. Trailblazers and tracks are made in Korea now. Well, the Koreans, they're not going to strike. They're happier than they're making $5 an hour.
Yeah.
But that's a good living wage over there. Where society in North America, and I'm guilty, everybody's guilty. Society in the real world, we've almost priced everything that you can't even go get a hamburger.
Oh no. Eating for under $20 is just almost a thing of the past. I mean, I'm talking go get a hamburger, some fries, and a Coke, and it's you a 20 is done. I mean, you can't buy anything with what's left over.
No.
And so it's almost well, I hate to even say, I mean, it's almost not like this. A friend of mine, we were talking about it yesterday, and they have to buy all of their groceries. They don't grow anything. They grow
Okay.
nothing.
Yep.
So since they grow nothing, he said, like, to go to eat breakfast, they had to buy eggs and they had to buy bacon, and they had, they bought some milk and stuff like. And by the time they got everything bought, and their family is so big that basically a gallon of milk, a dozen of eggs, and a pound of bacon is one breakfast. And they said it cost so much to do that that it was cheaper for them to go to a restaurant and eat than it was to buy that stuff and eat it at home. But it was still expensive at the restaurant, but it was cheaper than, and that's the reason why we try to grow all our own food. We try
Yeah.
to do, we our beef is coming on.
Yeah.
We're getting into pigs. We've got chickens. We get about 19 eggs a day, I think, right now.
So I know what we do up here, Johnny, is we normally do 3 pigs at once. Sell 2, keep 1. Pays for all our pork. So
Yeah.
in essence, what's in my freezer, it cost me under 1,000 for half a pig
Mm-hmm.
and a freezer full of meat, like beef.
Yeah.
Well, go try to buy that in a store.
Yeah.
I've probably got $4,000 worth of meat downstairs if I was to buy it, because
Right.
I cut everything into steaks and hamburger. I left some roasts, but I'm like, why? Hey Danny, why would you? Roasts, I find they dry out if they sit in the fridge for more than a day. So we like steak subs. Well, I cut everything. The whole side was into steaks.
Right.
It was great,
Yeah.
and it was no real skin off my teeth. It just took us a little longer to cut it up. But I sold a pig, kept half a pig. Well, actually, I guess I sold a pig and a half, and it paid for my half a pig. So that cost me nothing.
Yeah.
So the only thing it cost me was the finishing feed was the most, because you got to do something, because the Highlands don't have any fat.
Yeah.
So you got to put a little bit of taste onto it. Now, if we were to sell it, it would be strictly grass fed. I personally like the mix of Angus and Highland. Beautiful, beautiful tasting meat. But, yeah, it's just we don't eat enough roasts. And if I want a package of steaks, the kids are gone. Well, Debbie and I just have to take out 2 steaks,
Yep.
and I let it hang for 28 days. So it's so tender that you don't even need a knife. But yeah, no, fast food. And I'm sorry, but I could make a better pizza here for next to nothing than to order a $30 pizza and have it delivered. And then you have to pay delivery, plus you got to pay another delivery, and you got taxes on top. And it's just like, why? And they're cutting down the ingredients. Their pizzas aren't tasting. My sauce is 10 times better than anybody else that you can buy around here. And my dough, actually, I put garlic in my dough. Oh, it's really good.
I love garlic.
And it's just enough that it gives it's not an overbearing taste of garlic. It's just a slight garlic taste to it. Oh my goodness, they're good. I almost can't afford ground chuck here. It's 14 something for a 3-pound roll.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
And you know what, Charles? You don't know what's in that. You don't know what kind of fillers they have in that. I'm sorry, but my meat downstairs isn't a brilliant red. Guess what?
right.
Meat that hangs for 28 days is not supposed to look brilliant red.
You know, it's not supposed to be that real bright pinkish red color that meat comes.
And they wonder why
Look at
kids
that,
are having allergies to
what
this
is that?
red number 4. Well, everything that kid's fed right off the get-go is full of the crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know,
That real pretty meat that you see in the stores and stuff like that. I mean, it's beautiful. And then
oh sure.
you look at that, and then you look at some farm raised beef or
Yeah.
pork or anything. You look at farm raised, it's not that color. That is, they have added stuff to that and added stuff to that, and they're trying.
And it doesn't even taste like beef after you.
No, it doesn't. It tastes like. I mean, me and my wife were sitting there, and I'm like eating a hamburger, and I'm going, that doesn't even. It's just filler.
Well, here I
It's
just
all
pulled
it
out
is.
hamburger.
There's no. Yeah. Here we go. Show and tell time, folks.
There's 28-day hung hamburger.
There you
Right
go.
there.
Look,
2
he had it
pounds.
right next to him.
Like, you don't see any brilliant red in there. It's
No.
it's a grayish, you know.
Nope. That's what meat's supposed to look like, or even darker. I mean, it'll be even darker than that. And
Yeah.
but that brilliant red stuff, that's not good, folks.
Exactly. And what people don't understand, the fat in hamburger is pork.
Mm.
A lot of it, that you buy in the grocery store,
Yeah, they have to add
if
fat.
it does not say kosher hamburger, guess what, folks? That's pork fat. Now, I use pork fat because it's a better taste. And I can make my hamburger any way I want.
There's a reason that they use pork fat. It's because that the cattle that they buy or that they have that they grind up and everything like that, they have no fat on them. They're old, they're infirm, they are. We used to back whenever I used to be a manager at McDonald's many moons ago, and we always had a joke that the cattle that we were, that McDonald's was selling back then was, everybody that had the cancer-eyed cows, and the beef was Holstein, so it was the old milk cows is what they were grinding up for that hamburger for McDonald's and stuff like that. So, it's not like Angus beef. And here's another one for you folks out there. You see that Angus certified beef label that's on a lot of that beef? That doesn't mean it's Angus beef. That means it's a company called Angus Certified. Angus beef it's going to have to say it's pure Angus beef. If it says Angus Certified beef, it's the company. So they can sell other beef. It doesn't have to be Angus. So
they don't have to put one bit of Angus in it.
They don't have to have any Angus whatsoever in it because the company is called Angus Certified Beef.
So Canada got caught because their slogan was 100% beef used in every patty. Yep, absolutely. That's the name of the butcher that they get all their hamburg from in Alberta is called 100% beef. Yeah. So everybody's like, whoa, McDonald's, it's 100% beef. It's like, look at the friggin' patty. Half of that's bread.
Yeah. You really gotta pay attention. Make sure that your hamburger says ground beef on it instead of ground meat.
And people that don't know, they're like, "Oh, I'm not paying your price for pork." Okay.
Hey,
Well, I can buy
congratulations,
it
my
for
boss. Huh?
99 cents
They
in
won't
the
sell me.
grocery store. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And how many hormones and growth things are you getting? Yes, people are getting more larger, fluffier. Is that what we're putting in our bodies?
Well,
Because I tell you what, folks, I don't know about you, but my grandparents always, grandma always had a cake on the counter. She always had cookies in the tin, and nobody ever was sparing, and they were the size of minutes. Now that they've got all these growth hormones and you know, anyways, we're so far off the tracks, folks, that
we went from sparkle socks to
yeah,
growth
we Circle
hormones.
Tots. We stopped by Cuba, visited Cuba for a while.
We're off the tracks. We're off the rails. It's kind of like after dark here in the middle of the afternoon. So
Yep.
anyway, but it just another thing. If you're a married couple, if you've got a spouse, have your spouse go. If they don't normally go shop for groceries, have them go shop for groceries once.
Yeah. I call BS because I've seen it, Jesse.
Fact checker. Is
Mr.
pork
Google,
fat
Mr.
can be
Google Pants wasn't in the butcher shop, but I've seen it several times. I've
they do
actually left
they do it.
my
They do
pork
it, Jess.
fat at the
Don't
butcher.
don't be one of those guys, Jess. We have to deal with enough of that on Facebook. And it's gonna be coming hard pretty soon.
Yeah.
It'd be like, wow, it's sunny outside. No, that's not true. It's actually, because you get all
Howdy,
that,
howdy.
you'll get all that stuff.
Well, and yeah, Bill, steroids, yummy. Bill, you need that to winter yourself, buddy.
Need what's that?
Steroids.
Oh,
That'll keep them all plumped up.
yeah,
And
steroids are mean.
and folks, here's another thing. So it was funny. I woke up this morning and I said, "Yes, I'm finally going to talk about chickens."
Hey, we can do that.
Well, I turned on and there's Ginger and Glenda talking about chickens. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, there's a sign right there." So if people don't, I've heard so many friends lose so many birds this summer because of the heat. Folks, it is proven, do not feed your chickens corn in the summer. The starch
Carbohydrates.
rises their body temperature by up to 5 degrees. So if it's over 100 and you're feeding it even cracked corn, the starch in there is rising the innards of that chicken another 5 degrees. You're cooking the damn chicken. But people won't listen. Now, we will start adding a little bit of corn shortly, especially up here, because we want our chickens to be a little bit warmer in the winter. But man, I know one person that's all they feed them is corn, cracked corn. I'm like, well, you just lost how many chickens? And so if you have chickens and you are in from where Johnny, Oklahoma South, do not feed them corn in the summer. And even a tablespoon of olive oil helps stop, not really stop, it doesn't make the molting as hard on the chicken. It gives it a good gut health.
Yep.
And all that it is use warm water in the winter. That way there you're warming up the innards of your chicken with warm water. Make sure you ferment it for at least the day and put just a tablespoon. That's all you got to do per feeder. Man, oh man, they are going to love you. And we've tried this now for the last 10 months before we said anything. And our flock has never been, they've never laid as many.
Yeah, we could go down another rabbit hole there.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
The old Serena's trying to do something to our chickens to make them not lay eggs deal. So,
well,
and it's producer's pride and all that. But anyway, hey, I got a question for you. You mentioned corn, so I'm gonna bring it up. How much is corn by the 50-pound bag where you are? And that includes all you folks in the chat.
20
people who buy corn.
$22, I think I paid whenever I finished my steer last February, or my heifer.
Okay.
Now I'm talking crack corn.
Okay.
Whole corn I think was 15, and crack corn was about 22.
Yeah, due to the increased labor.
And then oats, sweet oats was I'm gonna say 31 for a 50-pound bag.
Okay. So corn here traditionally is, well, go back a few years, it used to be $5 a bag. You know, I mean, that was just the going rate, $4.55.
Hey, Brenda.
Coming up now, last few years, it's been running about $12.50 a bag.
Yeah,
so
it doubled.
And it's you know, those who burn their food for fuel, you know, may have, you know what I'm, you know where I'm going with that. So anyway, the co-op here, they got all excited the other day and they said, "Oh yeah, we're selling cheap corn, cheap corn. It's going to be $10 for 50 pounds." You know, and everybody's like freaking out, $10. So I got to looking around and I found it for $7.40 a bag, about 2 towns over from where I'm at.
Wow!
And I went and bought it. I bought a pallet. I bought 40 bags. So, and that's where I buy corn. I buy it by the pallet. And
oh my God, Jesse, you're going down every rabbit hole. We have tested it with our flock. Stay off of Google. Yeah, or at least find a reputable.
Go somewhere else for your info, Jesse. There we go. Jesse, the fact checker. So everything we say, Jesse's going to fact check it.
Well, and that's fine, but
true though, corn
we know differently.
So anyway, so I bought this corn for $7.40 a bag, and I got it whole corn.
Okay.
So I'm thinking this stuff has got to be just absolute
garbage.
I mean, gotta be.
Or GMO, or like major GMO.
I opened this corn up and I was like, wow, not much dust, very few. You know, a lot of times it'll have junk in it. There's not much junk. It's spreader quality. I mean, you can use sling feeders and all kinds of stuff with it, and it won't jam. It's good stuff. And how much sugar have I bought? I haven't bought any sugar in a long time, Sean. We probably should buy more sugar. We've been buying honey. We've got honey, and then we've got my wife, she uses a artificial sweetener, and that thing's that probably horrible, but it is what it is. So, haven't bought any sugar. So what's going on with sugar, Sean?
Yeah, I was going to say, what's
Or
up?
Jesse, Google that. maybe get you a different browser, maybe DuckDuckGo or something.
Yeah, go to Bing because Google's
Bing.
off with marbles.
Yeah, they're the ones that the dictionary is changing words as we speak. I mean,
yeah,
what meant something yesterday means something totally different today. Oh wow! Get the
that's
sugar
funny.
when it is on sale, Johnny. Okay. Yep. Whenever I buy some sugar, I'll try to find it on sale.
Well, I know sugar's doubled up here right now, but again, I use more honey than anything else.
Yeah, that's what Christine's been doing, putting a lot more honey and stuff.
And what I do is I had to cut back because I was drinking Jesse's vanilla like it was corn and sugar equals shine.
Oh, so that's where it was going with that. Corn, and so we ferment that corn and sugar and make some shine. Yeah, I've got corn.
Well, yeah, but it's got to be cracked corn, Sean. It can't be whole corn. Or at least we only use cracked corn. Well, I've heard
I got a dozer. It can be cracked corn pretty quick. throw a bag out there, it'll be cracked before you know it.
Yeah, but yeah, no, you the finer you can mix it up, the higher the alcohol content. True story too, Jesse.
I'm looking back up through the chat, and Bill had a good Bill said something earlier that's true. It's yeah, why we even worried about it, because that's not the one, but why we're even worried about it, because we're all going to be eating bug paste in the future anyway, and that it's really sad, but that's where they want you to go. I mean,
Yep.
That's
I'm
been
looking. I
it's been
can't
proven
even see.
that
Can't,
that's a direction. You know, it's coming. They're already, down here in the States, and I'm sure they've already done it in Canada. If they haven't, they will real quick. Gas stoves. They're doing away with gas stoves, like cook stoves. Can't cook on gas.
yeah.
Really?
So they want us to get rid of oil.
Yeah, they want us to get rid of oil, but they don't have an alternative. There's no alternative. It's different. Okay, let's put it this way. You have a homestead, okay? Ginger and Tiffany down at Not For Nothing, they're good examples of
Yep.
that, Mud and Mascara. They have off grid. They are, and Tony and Joni, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
You always see the challenges that they have in order to live that lifestyle. There are challenges. You have, if it's cloudy, I've seen Tony, say, well, we're only getting so many, so we're going to turn all this stuff off, and make
Yeah.
sure that,
That's
things
right.
at a certain level and things like that. And he's always trying to charge the Blue Eddy and
Yep.
and things like that. So it's in a small situation like that. Just think of the challenges that they have just in a small home.
Yeah.
I'm talking very small scale, and
Mhm.
then you put that onto super large scale. Okay, you're talking buildings. You're talking people having to do construction work with heavy equipment.
Mhm.
Farmers having to do all of the things that they have to do in order to get the food out to all the people, because if 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 there was no food came into a city in 2 weeks, people would be starving. I mean,
Absolutely.
2 weeks. 2 week. I always go off the rule of 2 weeks. If you don't get paid 2 weeks later, you're hurting.
Yeah.
If you're set up on that type of a pay system where you get paid every week, if you don't get rain in 2 weeks, you're hurting. If you don't get, if you don't have food come into the city, 2 weeks,
Yeah.
that city is going to be hurting
Oh,
tremendously.
they're going to starve because number
Right.
one, the only two that are going to be alive in Houston are Jesse and Lisa. Now,
So,
Jesse's going to have to eat eggs and jam, but he'll be okay.
so if you do all of that stuff, if you have to do all that stuff, just imagine large scale. And the only thing that they're giving us is a power source. They're not even going to the obvious power sources. I want a wood burning stove. Me too. And that's happening. So we've got plenty of wood and we're going to use it.
Yeah.
But the thing is they don't give us any thing that we can actually use. A battery in a solar panel is not gonna put this world forward. It's not gonna increase anything. It's gonna decrease everything.
Yeah.
So we're gonna eventually work ourselves right back into the Stone Age. So hydro, okay, that is hydro. And if we can get, and nuclear, those are two forms of energy that actually have potential, that actually create.
Very clean energy.
Yes, but this little, well, you can plug your car into the wall and it's going to be awesome deal. It just ain't working. You can't create enough. With your small home type solar chargers, you can't create enough power to charge your car and run your home. You can't do it because those things take huge amounts of battery power.
Yeah.
So it's a self-defeating. The whole thing is like it defeats itself. You don't even. There's naysayers and detractors don't have anything to do with it. It does it on its own. And so what did Bill say? Next summer I want to make my own charcoal. I've done that, Bill.
Yeah.
So
get it on, do it on video, Bill, because I can pretty much guarantee you that should go viral, especially in today's
it
age.
should. But it's
and Sir Paul Honeyman, he's trying to beat.
He keeps on talking about a card. Oh wow! Now, Christine,
hey Paul, send her your card.
So yeah, Christine, she gets what she wants when she wants it. Let's just put it that way. If Christine wants something, she gets it when she wants it. Just
exactly.
It happens. So, but America's first nuclear plant in decades came online about a month ago. That's awesome, Bill. Where's that at?
We have like two of them, but they want to shut them down.
Yeah, that's the thing here. They
and
want
it's
to shut
like,
them down.
whenever I came down there this or last spring, going from Mike and Terry's place over to Tin Killer, there's that charcoal power plant. They said it's supposed to be clean. Well, I don't know. There looked to be a heck of a lot of byproduct going up into the sky. But yet, nuclear plant where there's zero emission, yes, it you get what, 1 liter a year of hard water that you have to store for 100 years to make it become neutral again. Anyway, again, Sparkle Socks doesn't want it.
No.
Poor little boy.
So what's the push up there? Is it solar and wind and stuff like that?
Well, he's trying to follow California.
Oh,
California's proven that the solar is garbage. Wind, unless you're out in the middle of the ocean, you're not going to get enough wind. Look at Pennsylvania. Put in all those friggin' wind turbines up on the hills and whatever else. The brakes are on 90% of the time
yeah.
because they can't make any more energy because there's nowhere to hold it. Well, then why are you charging us so much freaking money? So this is Canada.
Yeah.
We create. We're paying people like 20 cents a kilowatt hour generation. Well, as soon as we're full, we ship to Michigan. And then, oh, wait, it's dark out. We buy it back at 3 times the price from Michigan.
There you go. It gets dark. Oh, wow.
What's wrong with that picture, folks?
Wait a minute. It got dark. Dang.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Canada in the winter, it's dark. It's like putting solar in Alaska whenever they're on their 24-hour darkness. That's going to generate. Oh, man.
I was watching another YouTube channel the other day, and it was going to cost him, I think, to get electric to his shop that he built. And that's after he dug all the ditches, buried all the conduit and everything to run it, because it was all buried as service.
Mm-hmm.
I think the electric company to push the wire through the pipe. That's what they're going to do. He does everything else. They push it to his place. They were going to charge him $51,000 to push it 2,400 foot to a pipe. So anyway, everybody was saying, well, go solar and go put you some wind turbines up and stuff like that. And he's firing up his welders and stuff like that. He's going, are you kidding me? Try to do this stuff with a solar and a wind turbine. I can't run this equipment on that kind of stuff. And it's just like me. All right. Think about this bulldozer. All right. Then somebody in the chat's going to go, oh, they make electric bulldozers now. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool. That's a neat toy. And that's what I'm going to call it.
Good luck.
Whenever you haul that bulldozer to a job, the bulldozer sits at the job for a month to 2 months, sometimes 3 months. It sits on the job. So in order for me to run that electric bulldozer, it means I would have to, because there's nothing to plug into out there, and you can't haul a solar charger that's big enough. You'd have to build a whole solar array to do anything, and then you couldn't use the dozer because all day it's charging. So you have to plug in a diesel generator all night, folks. So you got a diesel generator running for about 20 hours so that you can run your dozer for 4.
Well, it's the same as all your big trucks now. They all have this. They burn all the carbon. Well, I said to the one engineer that I was talking to, I said, "You're smarter than me. You have a couple rings on your finger." But I said, "Call me a stupid truck driver, but how does running the motor like normal and then throwing extra diesel in to make it go to 2,000 degrees to burn the little bit of carbon that was coming out?"
Yep, DPF system, folks. Diesel particulate filter.
Yeah.
That's what he's describing.
And I said, now I've got to buy this extra schmutz to put into my system, which causes
DEF, folks, is what he's talking about there.
Everything. And I'm like, explain to me how it's cheaper and how am I saving the environment? I said, or am I just making the gas companies more money. Wouldn't answer me.
You know, the companies, not only that, but, you know, the government,
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this thing where I can see it, but it's like we're living idiocracy, folks. We're living the movie Idiocracy. We
Yeah.
are living it.
And they've teamed up with the insurance companies up here.
You might as well just turn your monetization off.
Oh, I'm done. So I'm going to get it all out today. So if you're watching this later,
you brought me in, wasn't it?
well, I got to be there. I got to blame it on you somehow. So just remember, folks, whenever you're watching this later, I am getting demonetized. Until they demonetize me, there will be a little dollar figure. 99 cents still helps, folks.
Hey, it was worth it to get this stuff out because it's true. The hen.
Oh my God, I'm going to hit him over the head. Somebody put him on a timeout.
Dude. Uh-oh. Just wait till we get him on live with him. Fact checker Jesse, that's your new name, Jesse. Fact checker Jesse. He's got Google on speed dial. Hey, and you know what it is? There's somebody out there that's going, yeah, let's write this in there that it does this and it does this. And everybody will believe it. Yeah.
He probably got that from CNN.
Yeah. CNN is where you get all your Google stuff from. They're calling up CNN and going, Google's calling up CNN and going, hey, what's it mean?
Yeah.
When somebody says, what is this? CNN, tell us.
Exactly. Man.
Oh. No, I can tell you, diesel particulate filter, it's a DPF system, not a DEF system, not like what you're talking about, Jesse. It does. It actually idles your vehicle up to create heat, which in turn burns more fuel.
Yeah.
So you burn more fuel while it's trying to create heat to try to burn off the carbon that the diesel particulate filter has captured. The problem is, like I said, it's whenever it ramps up, because it burns hotter. Whenever it does that, you use more fuel. So since now I know you're going to go to CNN now and you're getting ready to get us a fact check, but there's no way that is better than using a lot less fuel. I've got two trucks out here. I've got 2 Ram diesel trucks. One of them had diesel particulate filter. The other one didn't.
Okay.
The one without one gets around 20 miles a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
The one with one gets 12 miles a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me, and we got rid of we got rid of the diesel particulate filter off the one that had one. And now it gets 18 miles a gallon. So that's a 7-mile increase. And I'm not blowing black smoke either. So there's no smoke.
That's what bothers me the most is people they don't understand how these systems work. And I was fortunate enough, I heard that it was coming in, so I requested that they get me one of the trucks that come without motors. It's a brand new truck with a refurbished motor. I didn't need
Right.
all that garbage.
Yeah.
So
A lot of people are doing that. They
my boss loved me for it because all the rest of the guys wanted a brand new truck. Well, then they got to put DEF in and and that filter. Most of the stuff that it's catching is the DEF after it gels.
Yep.
It's okay on the highway, but in town, it's no good. G'day, Bobby.
Bobby Heron. Howdy. So Bill said you don't need DEF if the engine is under 79 horsepower. He's got one of those. And or over 700 horsepower. So you don't need DEF if your engine is under 79 horsepower. All right. I'm old enough to remember whenever they went to Tier 4 on diesel engines in tractors. So there are Tier 4 tractor engines out there, and yes, they do have all the diesel particulate stuff going on. My tractor is 39 horsepower, and yes,
Okay.
all the same requirements that a road diesel has. I actually have been called, now mine is not, it's not because it's not a Tier 4. Mine's still a Tier 3. So the Tier 4, the dealership actually calls me every once in a while saying if I want to sell that tractor, because there are people looking for that tractor because they don't want to deal with a tractor that's ramping up and down in idle RPM.
Yeah.
Because of it having to burn off all the particulates that come from diesel.
Yeah.
So they are looking for tractors like mine. And that's the reason, so that under 79 horsepower, no, those have to have Tier 4 requirements as well. John Deere, Kubota, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So my wife has saved your bacon today.
Christine.
Yeah. Yep.
1776.
Paul, you got
That's like $30
hold of my
Canadian.
credit card, Paul.
See, even Bautissimos got all excited. Woo! Oh, Christine.
Thank you, dear. And as Paul would have said, and she did it for that specific amount. Did you notice that 1776 because of the year?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was because I always give Mike and Terry 276. Hey, Jesse, guess what I got that you don't? Mrs. Doubtfire was real good to me. My soon-to-be son-in-law, he took a bag of Skittles.
I deadline.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Thanks, Christine.
Actually just loaded a video while we're doing all this stuff.
Okay. I thought she was sitting there. I was like, I was going to say she can say something that she wants now. Within reason.
So what did Paul Heyman say? 1776 was a bad year for us. He's over in England, Yeah. But 1776 was a bad year for y'all. No, Paul, come on over. We let everybody in. Just come from the South. It's a lot easier.
True story.
Short little, just kind of wait a little bit there, just kind of.
I know you do,
Right
Jesse. And you ain't got no freeze dryer. Miss
Savat.
Lisa's got the freeze dryer.
Savat. That's a new name.
Where?
Savat. At the end of his deal, Savat.
He's all excited.
Like Chessie.
It's driving him crazy. He's going to be up here soon.
Oh, he has Skittles, milk dust. Is there anything like milk duds? They're just abbreviated milk duds called milk duds. Hi, Danny. Bye, Danny Days. Yes, we're glad we got to see you too. Yep, just a hop, skip, and a jump, and you're over the fence or under the fence or the fence. They've been selling the fence, so you probably don't even have to deal with the fence. Just right on in. 76 was a bad year for the colonies. They traded in one tyrant for 3,000 tyrants 247 years later.
Hey, Goober, look it. Somebody was here and dropped off a package and you didn't find them. What are you doing? Hey, those are mine. No, those are mine. Goober. Say hi to the peoples. No, that's my earbud, dum-dum. Come here, Bubba. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, he's a good boy.
No, I'm afraid you guys will get triggered if I come up, is what Jesse says. We'll get triggered.
No more than what you're triggering.
Triggered, Jesse. I roll with it.
You do.
Thick. Dog has a better beard. I believe it. Suburban hillbilly.
Yep. He does. He turns a year next Friday.
So what was I heard the other day? A year for dog. I think Jesse was talking about this. A year in dog.
Oh, it was.
What was it? 18 years in 1 year, and then after that they aged 3 years at a time. Yeah, I heard something about that. So that's an 18-year-old dog you got there, I guess, in dog years. Well,
Not yet.
It almost makes sense though, because that's whenever they start popping pups out and stuff like that. So a lot of sense, because that 7-year deal, it's like, don't know about that.
Well, that's it.
Hey, 9 Acre. There's Dale. Hey
Dale.
Yeah, we've been just sitting here discussing all the work. We've solved a bunch of the world problems, and it involves getting rid of it.
A little late now. Dummy's already gone.
But what do we know? We know nothing. All right, so we finally agree on something, Jesse. The dog ages 18 for the first year and 3 years for every year after. So I'm surprised you didn't, even though you came up with that, I'm surprised you didn't, contest that on here.
No, guys, it's only 15 in every 4.
Yeah.
Damn, get with it, man. Hey, Boo. What's up? Lunch?
I know. Urban's letting me eat today.
I don't want it.
It's yours.
It's downstairs. It's all stuff to go downstairs. There should be a bag there, too.
No.
Don't.
On the half wall?
No. There was a bag on top of the box.
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh, it's yours.
It's my shoes for the wedding.
Okay. We got such an old dog who gets senior citizen. Oh, yeah, the pup that Sir Grace is talking about, I believe she's 16. Like, that's old.
Jesse, come on in here. Why would I contest my own facts, Johnny? Only Scott does that.
I don't want him in here.
You know, facts are facts. You know what I'm saying? They're just facts. So and that's the definition of a fact. It's it's actuality. You know, and I can say something right now that would really send you off the rails with a fact, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to, because you talk about triggered. YouTube would really get triggered. So, yeah, facts are facts. It's
I'm
just
sure Jesse's
way
already.
it is.
I'm sure Jesse's already sent me it.
Sent you what?
Jesse's on top of all these facts.
Yes, I've seen his facts so far.
He's 0 for 2 so far today.
Jesse, you're gonna have to quit watching CNN for facts, buddy.
Well,
and another thing. That's right. Facts don't have feelings, Dale. That's right. They just
I don't know. I don't eat them.
are. It is what it is. Fact.
Mm.
Facts are facts based on your perception and education. Nope, they're facts. They are actual facts.
That's
So,
only if the stars were bright enough that it looked during the day. Paul, this coming from a Scotsman. I mean, oops, somebody from England.
think about, the
Sorry, Paul. That was uncalled for. I'm sorry, brother. That was a shot right in the low parts. Bingo, facts are facts.
That's right. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, there's no.
Amen. See, Dale's on our level.
Yeah. Bill, I don't know what you're drinking over there in Alaska.
Oh, I know what he's drinking.
But facts aren't perception. Facts are facts.
You know what they say about those folks from Alaska? They make a whole lot of their own shine.
They got too much winter going on to get into shenanigans.
Yeah, but the shine they don't drink, they can use to burn.
Oh, they can just burn it in their diesel.
I'd still, Paul, I wouldn't lower myself to call you a Scotsman.
Uh-oh. I have Scottish genes.
What's that? Yeah, he's got him in. I don't know who's in his genes, but if it's a Scotsman, that's up to him.
That's what you should name your henchman.
Dad's from an old clan. Wow, we're getting into the basically into
DNA 101.
Dang.
Okay, get out of there. Go bug Kenzie.
Well, I like my cows too.
Yeah, that's Jesse, the white peckered cow. Or I guess the white peckered bull.
Yeah,
But he's not a bull. He's a steer now.
Oh, okay. Dang, poor thing. He's like Gordon. Gordon's got about 6-7 more months before Gordon gets to go to freezer camp. So, and that's our.
Do you band or
Huh?
do you band or do you cut?
Band. Oh, band. Yeah, he's band. He's been banned ever since day one.
Oh yeah.
Yep. 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 And it worked out. And ever since then, we haven't banned anything else because I have found that the bull calves put on a lot more weight than the steer calves. The bull calves will just bulk just immediately. And since they're going to sell, there's not enough difference in cost between a steer and a bull in today's market to even buy, Scott. All right, now what you got? Oh, dang it. He's back.
Sparkle
We were really
socks.
getting ready to go off.
Jesus.
It's Mr. Roboto.
Yeah. Sparkle socks is after me.
Mr. Roboto, folks.
And Jesse White peckers matter too. Oh man. We's off the rails.
We were really getting ready to go off the rails as soon as you dropped off.
Molly.
Yeah. I was here and then it just started buffering. I'm like, ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Sparkle
Doesn't it do
Socks
that
is
every
in
day
his
for you?
office going, don't talk about me.
It does that every Thursday for you at some point, doesn't it?
Yeah. Every Thursday.
I've noticed that. That it would just all of a sudden start buffering. So
Yeah.
wow.
Ouch, Dale. Come on, man. We're brothers. What are you throwing knives at me like that for? See? I've got I'm making sure there's no scars. No, there's even no scars, no nothing. There's no evidence.
Go away. Go.
Yeah, Dale, he's talking about cut with a knife. You pull two jewels out, then you know for sure they're a steer. And that's always a deal. But you know, my fingers have touch. I have feeling in my fingers, and I can tell whenever I've got a hold of two of them. So I know how to.
I've seen a couple people here, the band, and they go back and they're like, oh well, there's still one left. Well, dummy,
You got to feel them.
you've got two. You know what it feels like. Have a feel.
Yeah, have a feel. Yeah, I knew there was two in there whenever I put that band on there.
Well, yeah, but like you said, right now the price is so high on. It don't matter, bull, steer.
What's the difference?
The steer doesn't have any nuts.
Ah. Poor guy. Laughing at me?
Yeah.
Oh. Hi.
Oh,
I'll be here all week.
that's awesome.
Well,
right.
You know.
Well, Kyle said he wasn't going to be able to look at him
Yeah,
for a week after he gets his gone.
Yeah, well, Hank gets to keep his for another year.
Yeah, but Kyle's not going to be able to be around him because he'll feel too bad.
Oh well. Yes, Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh, I know what those are. That's gross.
Well, then why the hell did you ask what difference between a steer and a bull? You need a bull to make Rocky Mountain oysters.
Well, I didn't know.
It's real, folks.
Oh man. So Dale, probably neither one, Dale. That's the reason why, like I said, other than the steer, the ones that we eat, the rest of them, they get to keep them whenever they leave.
See,
you know, I got another thought about that.
Jesse,
sometimes
my daughter's a heifer. She's not a cow.
There you go.
You're incorrect. Again, you're 0 for 3.
Jesse,
He
you
said,
know,
by definition, your daughter's a steer, Scott. And I corrected him. No, you're a heifer. You have not given birth to a calf, so you're not a cow.
How do you do
Because if you gave birth to a calf, no.
oh.
Well, folks, we're right off the tracks now.
Yeah, Jesse, you're not batting very good today.
Thank you, Dale. I have to school these city folk.
Yeah, bulls and steers, heifers, cows.
Yeah, carries like birds and bees.
But like I was talking about, the bulls.
Oh,
like
Johnny and I've been off the rails all day. His wife's already sent me $17 US because I'm going to get demonetized after this one.
Procrastination Thursday. Do you ever stay on a rail?
Oh, yeah.
If you stay on a rail.
Yeah, no, I usually stay on the rails on Thursday. Friday nights, not so much.
Yeah. This was.
Go away.
I knew something was up whenever he said, "Hey, get on in here."
Dale, I wasn't even going to go there, but that was the first thing that came into my head. Why has she been playing with a bull to have a calf? I hear you.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, folks, all this came about just because I pointed right up here.
Yeah, I know. He points at poor
calf
Jesse the white
sitting
peckered
right
calf.
and it turned into that. I mean, that's the way these lives go. Somebody can say one little thing and it will go
That's
off
just gross.
You put barbecue sauce on chicken.
Yeah, well, that's butt nuggets.
If you can put barbecue sauce on chicken, you can put barbecue sauce on eggs.
So Linda Peterson made a lot of money eating Rocky Mountain oil. The poor biker couldn't eat as much as she could. So
Linda, I could go somewhere, but I'm not gonna.
so they were having a mountain oyster eating contest. Woo! Yeah. My dad probably could give you a run for it. I don't know what his deal was, but man, he would do whatever he could to have some of those things. Yeah, that and squirrel brains, folks. Squirrel brains. My dad loved to eat squirrel brains. He hated it whenever I went out hunting and got a squirrel and I hit it in the head. He hated that. Crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't there be like there's a lot of animals that you can't eat their brain because that's actually poison. Like lobster. Lobster you cannot eat the brain because you will die. It's poison.
Yeah, but the squirrels aren't. And the thing is neurological thing. I mean, eating the brains is not one of the best practices to do. It's just like a lot of. I mean, you think about it. Say a liver or a kidney or something like that. You know, those are filters, right?
Yeah.
Be like eating the oil filter off your car. I mean, it's a filter. It's to clean things out. It's to, things build up in there. I never have been a fan of catfish bait myself, but it's just.
See, I eat liver, but it's always baby beef liver. It's always calf. I won't eat like anything over 2 years old. I won't eat. It's just something that I agree with you 100%. I do like liver, but it's got to be young liver or gamey liver. Moose, steer.
So Paul said, shoot the squirrel brain to keep the meat. And that was always my thought. But like I said, my dad, He was like,
Well, there's not a whole lot of meat in a squirrel anyway, so you don't want to ruin it by filling it full of lead.
so D is not an organ eater. Me either, D. It's just, it's like some people want to eat the heart and stuff like that. Well, that's a muscle. The heart is a muscle, and that thing's working all the time. It's pretty tough.
I beg to differ.
Okay. You must
Now,
have.
we cook it low, slow, and we stuff it like a turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And each chamber you stuff with stuffing.
Mm-hmm.
And you cook that or even smoke it for 3-4 hours and then just cook it low for another 2 hours. It is the most tender, amazing tasting meat you'll ever have.
I've been corrected, folks.
Next time we're around and we got a heart.
But see, the thing is, I'm talking to somebody with actual experience right here next to me, and not some yahoo that's Googling everything.
I think that might have been directed at you, Jesse. Just after he agreed,
Jesse,
Johnny gave him a shot right to the kidney.
You know I love you, Jesse. You know that you are my dude. But I'm telling you, personal experience is going to trump Google every time.
Well,
so he is telling me right now that heart, if you cook it a certain way and you fill it, you stuff it the right way and all those things, that it's really great. And I have no reason to not believe him because I have not had it like he has. Now, diesels, I've had a lot of diesels. I know what's going on with diesels. Yeah. So there you go.
Well, and the problem is there's so many of these people that, still live in their mother's basement who call themselves scientists and whatever else, who've never even finished their grade 12, and they're on the internet. Go ahead, research DUI people that think they're lawyers. That says enough right there, folks.
So Jesse goes, keep bringing it, guys. I have my live this Saturday, and I don't get mad. I get even. I never get mad, Jesse.
Oh, don't worry. Johnny and I are going to have Google up and everything come out of your mouth. We're going to go bing, bang, boom.
Jesse.
I'm giving away this book. I got it all. No, you didn't. You got it at Walmart. Ollie doesn't carry it anymore.
We looked it up. Googled it. Oh, Jesse, I'm telling you.
We love you, Jesse.
We love you, man. I just received my watermelon knife and watermelon jelly. Yep, love it.
Don't use it on your arm. You'll cut it.
I got some of that. Watermelon jelly and watermelon knives, and it's great. Heart is good, just like tongue tacos are awesome. See, these are experienced folks. Dale, Scott, I have not eaten a heart of a beef. I have eaten the heart of a deer, and it was probably cooked not the right way. So it was tough.
Yeah.
So there.
Hey, Leanne. And I had bear done, and it was so greasy and it was just like chewing on a piece of shoe leather. Well, come to find out that it was actually a bear that would frequent a dump. It wasn't like berry fed, berry fed bear.
So Jesse says we'll be doing this very thing we're bashing him for right now. We call those hypocrites in my world. I won't be Googling. I never Google. I don't use Google. Whenever I want to look up something, I usually use DuckDuckGo or something like that. But Google is not a thing. Had beef tongue Johnny.
But Actually, Linda, Tony, and Joni were the ones that told me that no, if bear is cooked correctly, it is probably one of the better eating meats you'll ever have. So I have to take their word for it because I've only had it one way.
Okay. So here we go, Scott. Since I have had bear many times, I've had it in many ways. I've had it in steak. I've had it in burger. I've had bear many times.
Yeah.
It's always greasy. It
Okay.
is every single time. It's one of those it's one of those meals that always makes you sit there with your tongue raking the roof of your mouth, trying to get the grease off the roof of your mouth.
Hey, boy.
Yeah, okay. I want to.
it's
I'm not into raking that tallow off the top of my mouth.
yeah,
Just saying.
it's always greasy. And the thing I can relate it to is raccoon. Have you had raccoon?
Yes, I've had coon, I've had beaver, I've had
Whenever you ate your raccoon, was it greasy?
no.
Wow, you had a non-greasy raccoon. Must be a Canadian.
I don't know, I don't know if it's it could be because of the different temperatures too, right?
Well, there's a possibility. I mean,
Like
because
I don't know. I know
and
it
we're down,
wasn't.
but of course, I'm eating raccoon that's caught in the winter, and back whenever I was a kid, we used to have winter. Believe it or not, I remember days and days and days of snow and stuff like that, and always, always breaking the ice every single day for the cattle. That was a thing. We always had to do it.
Yeah.
Nowadays we break the ice three, four times a year. But
Yeah.
anyway, but yep, raccoon, and you got to realize also.
There you go.
What's that?
I had raccoon many times. It's never greasy.
Well, Carlene, did you have raccoon on a creek bank, spitted over a stick, roasted on some sticks that you found? That's the way I had raccoon.
I had a barbecued rotisserie, so it would have burnt off the grease.
Whenever I was younger, my dad, he taught us never to kill anything that we didn't eat. So whenever we ran a trap line, which I used to trap whenever I was a kid, I actually made a pretty good penny at it. Whenever I would catch something, we would eat it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we just eat it right there because we were taking care of the animal while we were on the trap line. That way we didn't have to carry the entire animal the whole way because our trap line was like 3 or 4 miles long and we were walking it.
Okay.
So.
Well, and no, Jesse, it does not taste like chicken. It actually tastes like pork.
Yeah, raccoon is more of a porkish type of an animal.
Yeah.
You're
0 for 4 now.
It's a white meat.
Yeah, it's the other white meat.
It's a lighter meat. I'm not going to go so far as to say white meat. It's a lighter meat, like pork.
Yeah, it's not dark meat whatsoever. It's a little darker than pork, but how would I?
When cooked, it's a lighter meat.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
Johnny's just trash eating raccoons.
Yeah. Where do you find a non-trash eating raccoon? I mean,
up the hunt camp.
If you throw trash out there in the woods, a raccoon's gonna find it.
Yeah, but again, a raccoon just won't pick up trash and eat it. It'll go take it, wash it, then eat it. They are a very, very clean animal.
Oh my goodness. What about whenever they can't, whenever there's nothing around to wash it with?
Well, obviously, but if there's a puddle or whatever, I've seen them.
Oh yeah, they like
one of the kids leave the trash can open, and I've seen it raining, and I've actually seen it with a piece of plastic, and it jumps down into the puddle and eats it.
Yeah, Well, that's where it rains.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, I forgot. You guys don't have winter. It doesn't rain. It's like, it's heaven.
Well, believe it or not, Scott, it has actually rained some today here. Believe it or not.
Yes,
Wow.
Jesse, I know. We're only playing.
Jesse, it's all good. It's all good. We love you, man. I mean,
And I do believe you started
if I was
stirring this
drinking,
pot
I
earlier today.
love you, man.
I love you, man.
Jesse, we love you, man. You are, we're.
Oh, look at now. Now Paul's starting to. Ain't gonna work, Paul.
Monkey's Eyebrow, Kentucky.
Wow. I didn't even know there was such a thing. I didn't know.
I'm trying to
Kentucky
figure
had
out
any
how people
monkeys.
that lived in a place like that would know about monkeys.
They do say that monkey brains are a delicacy in the Philippines.
Yeah, but this is Kentucky.
Don't know what to tell you. Back roads or not.
I've eaten quail, dove, and pheasant and didn't like any of it. Charles,
Damn. Quit bragging, flip flop.
Charles, you're going to have to. I don't know what to say, Charles. You've had quail, dove, and pheasant and didn't like any of it. That tells me you got a broken taster.
Well, either broken taste or he's just city boy.
Wow, man. I mean, quail is one of those things I'd walk across broke glass for on barefoot. And I have some dove right now because I just loaded a video just a while ago. And if you guys want to see somebody crash while they're trying to hit a dove, it's in there.
The flip flop farmer took a flip flop.
Hitting it with a car either.
Oh man. Well, we're sure glad that Johnny's the butt of your jokes.
Now what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who hurt you, Mr. Charles?
Linda, what haven't you done?
9 acre Dale. That's right, man. I mean, like dove, we haven't got to eat our dove yet, but they're going to be a video because, we got them. Now we're going to cook them. And I love dove. My gosh.
Well, yeah, like partridge. That's the closest. We're not allowed to hunt dove up here. Well, and there really isn't a whole lot of doves up here to start with. But partridge is our closest, or I guess you guys call it pheasant.
We probably call them pigeons.
No. We have pigeons too.
So a partridge up there is a pheasant?
They kind of look the same. Just, you know what? Google it.
No, I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Partridge. I'm thinking of something that looks similar to like a prairie chicken or a...
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Or grouse. How's that? Grouse.
Yes, grouse would be identical flip-flop.
There you go. So it's a grouse.
Tell him to take down where I misspelled cook.
Hasn't she got work to do?
I'm great because I've been on work.
Oh, wait. Yeah, no, she's allowed to say something. Come ahead, Christine. You could throw mud at Jesse, too. It's fun.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about, Paul. I thought a partridge was closer to a grouse, and that's what we've determined. It's like a grouse. See, we didn't even have to Google it. We just determined, being able to figure it out on our own is like a grouse because we've both seen grouse. So there you go.
Yeah.
Gonna have to hang with me here, Scott.
What's that?
So
Sorry,
you're gonna
I'm reading the chat here.
okay. A Partridge is a 70s music group from.
We're not talking about the Partridge Family, Bill.
Oh, see, here we go. Everything we say. Oh, we got to Google that. See if those guys are telling us something straight up. Well, here's one for you.
Oh dear. Google.
Never mind.
A long waffle off the short.
I'm not even going to say it now. I'm not even going to say it. So I'll have too much fun with it. And,
Have you watched her saucy video yet? Yes, I was the first one. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So yeah, it was funny all the way around. It was funny here. It was funny on there. It was pretty funny. Yep, I remember watching the Partridge Family, Bill. Yeah, it was back whenever facts were facts.
Yeah. Yeah, that just don't happen anymore. Because I can ask you what color of gray my hair is, and we'll get 72 different answers.
Yeah. Color? What color? What your hair is?
No, actually.
Did you say gray?
What? Yeah. So Christine, the bloopers was the best part.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Thank you.
She hit and run. She just kind of.
I know. She's in, she's out. When are you leaving for New York, Christine? I'll send you the directions.
Dale said they were awesome.
Thank you, Dale. 2024. Thank you, Dale. And
I'm talking this weekend, so get packed. Let's go.
Send me directions.
All right.
No, Paul, when facts, there was, yeah, I guess basically when facts only have one correct definition, but see, facts really, you don't have to define them because they're just facts. It just is what it is. It's not that you're defining that.
Technically, facts you should define. Options are options. They're like, everybody's opinion are just like everybody's got one.
Yeah. Yep. Kind of like belly buttons and something else.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Nothing, dear.
Break's over. I'm going back.
Oh man. Anyways, folks, we're coming up on 3 hours, and I got a whole lot of work to do before I turn in and head down to upstate New York tomorrow morning. So.
And Gillum Farms, after he takes his nap tonight.
He's like, what are you talking about?
5 o'clock Central, folks. I'm taking no nap.
Did you see that?
Good save.
Good save, Scott. He's going to take a nap. So,
I wish.
he's going to take a little nap, and then he'll be in there. So,
I wish.
Well, Scott, thank you for having me on.
Oh, look at that. We're about to leave, and now Ginger comes in. Perfect time to leave.
Ginger is listening while making
working.
lunch. So she shot all her ammunition up, and Joe's having to go out there and find some more ammo for her.
Well, it's only bow season there, though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but you got to get ready because we're thinking about dragging our lever guns out this weekend too, and we're going to do some video on that. So, oh, wait a minute. Did I say? Dang,
Johnny.
I did it. I got all the way through this thing,
Bye, Daddy.
and then I said it right.
Bye, hon.
there.
You home tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me know, or you won't have any supper.
Okay.
She got some more today. They got some more today, so that's good. But
That's all right.
anyway, we're gonna go out here, and I think we're gonna line up some of ours, and I think so. Anyway, we'll do a video about it.
There you go. Okay, guys. Anyways, everybody have a good day. Safe weekend. And I will go live. I don't know what time I'm actually going to get out of here tomorrow, but I will go live on my trip down to upstate New York. So take care, guys.
Bye.
Toodles.